Well, first of all, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see you all again. Shakib's okay. He'll bowl. He was a little bit bruised and battered, obviously with a one-day game here. But he's gone through that, and first of all, he's available for selection, and he's available to bowl. So he's good to go.
In that case, obviously, the question then with him bowling, there's unlikely to be any changes.
Any selectors here? I can't see. To be honest, if I'm sitting here and just talking out of the room a little bit, I think it'll be the same three spinners that we've seen. And obviously, I think with the welcoming back of Taskin and then Khalid as well. Talking out the room, sorry to the selectors, but that's probably what I can see happening. But the good news is that Shakib is good to go, and I think by looking at the pitch out there, I think he'll very much come into play.
You just said over the wicket is going to be difficult for the pacers. So what will be your instructions today?
I think if you always put yourself in that, and I always use the reference to how the England fast bowlers mindset playing in Pakistan and how they get themselves involved in the contest. So your job, even if you've got three spinners, your job is almost like you've got a bit of a free ride to be a bit more expansive as a quick. So you can bowl short and full for longer, or shall I say 4 overs, you come and you just put everything on the table. So I think that for me, the learning out of the last test, if you saw how Shiraz and Umesh Yadav bowled, they either went very short, very attacking. They had people out, catches in positions. The ball was slightly reversing. So if you're bowling with a spinner, you know what you're going to get. You know what you're going to get. And so for me, I think the only change I would like to see is us be a little bit more attacking by using, because it's not easy ducking on pitches like this. And that's where your asset, if you've got a bit of pace about you, you can afford to be a little bit more expansive, a little bit more aggressive.
Taskin obviously coming after this layout, so is it ready to go?
Taskin is good. Yeah, he's good to go. He wanted to play in the last test match, but I think he was very much short of a gallop in terms of rhythm. And so the build-up in that test match last week was crucial for him. So he finished off yesterday's work here, and he's good to go. He's absolutely looking forward to the contest.
Is there any chance to finish the game by win?
We want to win, yes. There's nothing like, it doesn't matter where you play India in South Africa or you play India in India. You put that in your highest order of achievements, where you want to beat a team like that home or away, because of what they bring, the quality that they bring. And I think that we know that 150 in the last test match didn't cut it for us. And you're not going to win many test matches getting 150 in your first innings. So I think we've spoken long and hard about the values of our partnerships, and that we need to be much more resilient in those partnerships when we get them going. And I think in the second innings we showed that. So yes, we desperately want to win. A lot of people, including myself, want to go for Christmas, or shall I say, a delayed Christmas by having a win under the belt. Yes.
Alan spoke about batting. I mean, what can they do, or how? Do you think the second innings is a good place to start for them to? That's
a great blueprint for us. And I think the young man, he's surprised. It's the first time I've seen Zakir. I just love his attitude. I love his boldness and his attacking mindset. He's come to play, and he showed that he can take on the very best bowlers that they've got. And he's been a terrific, shall I say, breath of fresh air. He's coming. He backs himself. So if we need something to fall back on, that was the start, you know, in the second innings that we can build on, and we've shown that we can run toe to toe with India in that respect. But yeah, I mean, this is a different pitch. We'll see what it gives us.
How important it would be to post a sizable total in the first innings, since we have seen that Bangladesh finished with a batting miracle in Chittagong in their first innings. So what are you going to see? You got one chance to cash in, and you win the toss, hopefully bat first, get out there and make 350 or 380. I'm just sort of guessing off the cuff of what that value of that first innings score might be. But is it going to turn? It looks fairly dry, but you've got to cash in first innings. That's your only chance to set the test match up in the first innings. And if we bowl, if we happen to be in the field, you know, we've also shown in the first innings we had India 40-odd for 3, and we dropped a couple of tough chances that we cannot drop at this level. You know, we can't make mistakes like that. So, and then you get put to the sword. So, but yeah, look, it's massive. You get one chance to set it up, and hopefully this test match we can put that right.
Yeah, Alan, obviously both sides, India and Bangladesh, the contrasting difference was Bangladesh couldn't cash in after having India under the mat, because the last lower order, they put up a considerable partnership compared to Bangladesh. So what is the planning behind so as to when you make the inroads, cash in?
With the ball?
Yeah, with the ball.
Yeah. I think from a seamer's point of view, I'm just taking seamers. Let me start again. From a complete bowling lineup, I think we've created chances. We've kept the run rate just under 3 or just above 3. You know that you're going to play in Chittagong. The test match is going to go long periods without much happening. And then when those chances come, you've got to take them. And, you know, the drop catch late in the day, you know, by, I can't remember who dropped it now. Eberdot. Sorry, Eberdot. You know, those kind of mistakes we just can't make. So it takes such a long time to build pressure and such a long time to be patient, resilient and creative during those long periods that the game seems to be going nowhere and the partnership seems to swell and swell. We've got to, you know, and I've been through it before, you just got to stick at it. But when that half chance comes, we've just got to take it. And that unfortunately is the brutality of Test cricket. So we've got to be much more clinical in that area.
You talked about the second innings being in blueprint, and also about the bases where Bangladesh were in it but let it slip. So how much is it part of the thinking that even India can go a notch higher? Like 2 of its best starters didn't get that many runs in Rahul and Kohli. So how much does that form part of your thinking as well?
Yeah, look, they're the prized wickets, aren't they? And it's like bowling to Tendulkar, and you know when that man walks the crease, the value of getting it right is absolutely paramount. And so when the great Virat Kohli steps up and you miss a chance against him, you're going to suffer, because they don't give many chances after that. So I thought we've been very good against him. I thought we've been very good against KL. And, you know, I think you just feel the presence when these people walk to a crease. It's like bowling to Lara. You know that all of a sudden the temperature in the building just goes up and up. So for me, nothing changes tomorrow. I know that Virat's hungry. He's hungry, and he wants to prove that he wants to leave this Test series with 100 under his belt. So I thought we've done very well against them so far, and hopefully that will continue from tomorrow onwards.
Alan, my question is also related to this match. In general, we have seen that you have talked with the net bowlers for long times. Do you find anyone there who can go long run?
Well, we had the high performance group in Chittagong. I specifically asked for them because I wanted to see what youngsters Bangladesh have got. I was particularly impressed with Mushfiq. He's a big, strong, very athletic young man. There's a couple, and Rabid can help me out here, but there's a couple more tall young lads that I was... Ashik, yeah, that I was very impressed with. So I think the key from now on in is to have those kids more involved with our chats, more involved with our dressing room discussion about our test match philosophy, our one-day philosophy, how we think, how I think as a bowling coach, a fast bowling coach. So I really think it was cool to have them around, and especially the spinners as well. It was cool to have them around.
Do you have any wish to work with them in our day?
Yeah, like I said, they were going to be here with us today and yesterday, but they're also playing. So we didn't want to take them out of their playing environment. They were keen to play, but I think the initial contact for me was crucial. So, but I think it was really nice, and my biggest vision here now for Bangladesh as a fast bowling coach is to expand the group, and to be in a position where we can rotate players at will, and and not be scared to pick a young Shafiq or a Mushfiq, or so that's the goal.
Okay, last two questions.
Alan, Little was seen doing some keeping drills yesterday. So is there any possibility Little will be standing by the wicket?
I think I'm not sure. I must admit. I think that he is also. Everyone wants to keep sharp. Everyone wants to stay with it in case he has to keep. I saw him. I was right behind him yesterday with the gloves. So I think it's just the professional that he is. He's just getting ready if something does happen, and so does Mushi. So the answer to that, no, I don't know if he's going to keep, but you'll see tomorrow morning.
Last question.
Khalid obviously played a few test matches now, but he's something. It looks like he remains a bit on and off. Sometimes he's a bit pridey and spot on. Sometimes he's a bit wayward. He always goes that far, goes down the leg side. So what's your observation actually? What is he lacking, and what do you expect from him?
How many tests has he played? 5, 6, 7. So he's still learning. He's going to make mistakes, and I like people making mistakes. So it's like me being left alone when I was young, tearaway all over the show, skin and bone alone, and that is Khalid. But I keep my positive reinforcement with him is that the way he bowls is his unpredictability. It's actually his strength. So he can bowl an absolute jaffa, and he can bowl the next ball down the leg side and get caught down the leg side. So, but the fact that Khalid has got a proper engine on him, and he's a big, strong boy, and wants to learn, ask questions every single day, that I cannot fault, and that's what I want to see from this group, is that the moment I came in here was for me to take the shackles off the shoulders and be free and enjoy and take on and be aggressive. So, and that if Khalid gets first ball down the leg side, he gets Kohli caught down the leg side, that's a jaffa in my book. So, yeah, look, I'm not worried about Khalid. Khalid is just a great kid who wants to learn and wants to be successful.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.